inside of the Kelton map. Episode 1 of Kelton is going to be up today, which is absolutely fan dibby dabby dobby dozy. And it's good that we're getting the first episode of Kelton up. I certainly didn't know what to do with Kelton, I'm going to admit to you guys, but now we're getting it uploaded. Now we're like, it's uploading now. I've finally gone with an opening intro theme. The song might change just like the Park Drive one did, but yeah, episode 1 would make me feel better. Well, episode 1 is going to be coming up very soon, Steve. It's uploading right now, so it's probably going to be up within the next sort of hour to 2 hours. It might go a bit slower because I'm streaming, but it'll still get up today. And it's not exactly, you know, there isn't loads of drama there in it, but it's a nice little sort of introduction to some of the characters in the show. It's a nice little, you know, you get what, you know, some of the characters' jobs are, and you know, you get a little sort of indicator into some of what's happening. But I suppose it's like any show, you know, you've got to give it a chance to get into what's going down. But I've definitely got some plans. How am I doing? Raymond, I'm doing not too bad. I wish it was this time next week, because then obviously I'd be going to Blackpool. Yeah, this is the natural. This is a natural texture pack. Thank you. I certainly wish I was getting out for a few this weekend, though I'm not sure if I'm gonna be. I want to, but you know, sometimes you've just got to stay in and you can't always go out. But if I get a bit more cash, then I'm gonna be able to go out. But it just depends on like whether I do or not. If I've got enough to go out like right now, but if I did, then I would be like leaving myself quite short for my holiday, my little like weekend away. I sometimes use the natural, Steve, but yeah, so I want to make sure I've got some for Blackpool as well. But it would be nice just to be able to, you know, I like a lookout on a Saturday, which, you know, again, it just depends exactly, you know, what goes down in Chitter Chinatown. It's always a laugh at the pub. There's always like you know, we always get along and have a laugh, and I look forward to it. Does Kelton episode 1 have my new NTV Studios logo? Well, it has the NTV logos, but I don't think it doesn't have the NTV Studios logo. I've been having some trouble with my laptop, so I haven't been able, like, you see, originally the plan was that I was going to get like a whole like good new like sponsor for it. I was going to like, you know, I was going to like get loads of new stuff for Kelton, but my laptop's just been playing up, so I've had to kind of work with what I've already got. I've converted a Confused.com advert into the sponsor, and I've just used like what logos and stuff that I've got on my editing software, because like I say, my laptop's just a little broken. When's the next continuity coming up? I'm not really sure. Continuities aren't really my strong point. I'm just gonna make a few now and again. You see, with continuities, you've got to like have a lot of like different adverts in. You've got to have a lot of like different closing themes and opening themes. And with my laptop not going too well at the moment, it's just it's not an option for me at the moment, unless like we just keep having the same adverts, which you know, get a little boring after a while, using the same adverts all the time. If you oh sugar, if you understand. Oh, I've done something wrong here then, haven't I? Yes, I have indeed. There we go. I thought this was right. So yeah, that's more or less, you know, how it's going as of the right now. Can you get a new computer from Curry's PC World? I don't think so. Mine, I'll be able to sort mine. It's just on a bit of a go slow at the minute. It's like something's like not right with it, and I just need to like sort it out. But as soon as I sort it out, I'm gonna be like sorting stuff out again. So don't worry. You won't, you know, I'll be getting it sorted as soon as I can. If I'm completely honest with you. I've also got to let you know that in August I'm going to be away for nearly 2 weeks. We're going over to the Isles of Man for the Manx Grand Prix. We usually used to, well, we used to go. We used to stay in a like an apartment flat up on the seafront in Douglas, which is like the main town on the island. It was a really nice place. It had its own Wi-Fi. You had your own like kitchen, bathroom. It was, you know, obviously a 2-bedroomed. And unfortunately, it's quite dear to stay at this. Hi, Alex. It's quite dear to stay at this like apartment place. You know, it requires, you know, sort of like a lot of cash to stay there, plus on top of your boat fare. And when we were over there last year, a woman who we know, who we've like stayed with her before, because the thing with the apartment is the apartment's exactly a week, so you get like a Saturday to a Saturday, and on the Saturday after the practice week, which is what we usually go for, is a race day. I don't know, Steve. So pretty much my granddad had a friend of his who was actually like in a race on race day, and he wanted to watch him at the race, and he had another friend who was staying at this hotel, and this friend got us in for one night, and this woman was absolutely lovely, you know, one of the nicest women you know you could ever meet, and she was really nice. You know, we got our own like room for the night. You know, help yourself to tea and stuff whenever you want. Help yourself to food and stuff. You know, she was, you know, really nice, generous girl. And we saw her last year, and she said that if we wanted to come this year, she would allow us to stay there for a cheaper price. However, it's still quite expensive to go on the boat and stuff. So, you know, we were gonna give it a miss, all of that stuff. And then some stuff went down. My granddad sold his motorbike, so now it means that we wanted to go. A museum over in the Isle of Man bought it, so we're going to go and have a look at the motorbike as one thing. And it's, in a way, I guess it's another excuse to go, but I guess it's a good, like, valuable excuse to go. You know, it's not like, you know, but. I'm not gonna lie. There's a couple of reasons why I really like going to the Isle of Man. One of the reasons is on the seafront, just on the corner near where we've been staying in this flat. There's a takeaway kebab shop called Marmaris. Will I ever make a rant series? Depends if I've got anybody to rant about. Yeah, there's a really nice kebab shop on the corner, and when I say nice, like, everything is just spot on, like the chips are just absolutely, like, on point. The burgers are nice, the pizzas are nice, the doner meat's nice, sausage and chips from there are nice. Another reason is, there's a pub called Quids Inn. You pay £1 to get in. And pretty much like your drinks go like dead cheap, so you pay £1 to get in, and pretty much like instead of your drinks can be like, say, like £1.90 or £1.50 a drink, which isn't actually quite bad. So it's like a pint for £1.50, and it's good, you know. It does, you know, it's quite decent. They've got a jukebox, so you can like put music on. They have a lot of like dance music just playing and stuff like that, which is quite good. And it's a nice place. And then there's another pub called the Bowling Green, which is like a bit of an older pub. It's more for like old people, and it's like, it was quite big like back in my granddad's time. There used to be a singing room and that in there. We like going in there. We often like usually have like just one night of the week where we meet a load of like my granddad's mates, and we all just have a little like, you know, sit and have a few drinks for a couple of hours. And they just have a talk, and you know, it's just a, you know, a chance for Grandad, I guess, to catch up with his mates and stuff. And it's quite good in there. It's a nice, you know, it's a nice, clean, decent pub. You know, it's not a pub for going mental and having loads to drink. You know, you just have a few pints and a talk, and you know, it shuts at a reasonable-ish time. I think it shuts about 11:30, going up for midnight maybe. But it's a nice place, you know. It's a nice sort of warm, friendly welcome. It's just like a normal pub, really. You know, your normal sort of like starting pub. You know, maybe where you'd go for like the beginning of a night out. You know, yeah, I guess you could kind of say it a bit like Star, a bit like, you know, the pub where I go to in my hometown, but it's a little bit more like for older people. You know, it's more like, it's not like for exactly having a load of shots. It's more just for like having a, you know, like having a couple of pints type thing, or having, you know, just having a drink and a talk, not like. You know, the pub in our town is more for like getting the music on the jukebox, getting your night going, getting your shots and that in, playing, you know, like playing pool, playing the table football, outside. You know, it's nice, is that, you know, doing that. But yeah, and you know, it's nice. Like they're like some of the reasons why I particularly like going over to the island. I'm not sure how I'm going to be for Wi-Fi when I get over there, though. This time I could be a little sketchy for the 2 weeks maybe. I'm not exactly sure. I mean, I should have my data, but you know, when your data goes, your data goes, unfortunately. But you know, it's just all about seeing exactly what goes down in Chinatown, if I'm completely honest. But yeah, so 2 weeks in August I won't be online. Which is, you know, a little bit of a shame in a way. You know, I like, you know, it's gonna be like a while without Kelton again and stuff like that. But you gotta have a holiday sometime. And I know, like, it's something that my granddad's wanted to do for a while. And as much as I like, I guess could have stayed at home. You know, he thinks well, I do like going, but I think he thinks that I like going more than I actually do like going. Like, I enjoy going, but I don't think he understands that I would, you know, that I don't mind being alone. I'm the alone person. I like sort of. You know, I like people going out, and I like being able to stop at home and just like have time to myself, you know, be able to like sort of say like, you know, like have a meal when I'm hungry, if you know, you get what I mean, sort of make a drink when I'm thirsty, sort of, you know, sort of like plan my own day and, you know, just have it like sort of I'm free, you know. That's just the type of person I am, personally, if I'm completely honest. I'm not the type of person who likes to be around a lot of family. I'm especially not really one for family dues. Family dues don't really, what you would call, interest me too much, to be fair. I mean, I go to them like, you know, to sort of like, I guess, like, put my hello in, like, if it's a birthday or especially a funeral or something like that. But, like, even when it's my own birthday, you guys may or may not know, but I'm actually going to be hitting the big 21 this year. And pretty much, like, we're thinking about, like, hiring somewhere where I can have, like, a big party. And I'd rather invite friends than family, you know, because, like, I want to have, like, a massive, like, booze up, I guess you'd say. I want to, like, have a little, like, party with some food there and, you know, like, I have quite a bit to drink. And then I just want to, like, head off into town and just have a good time in town with everybody. That's going to be, like, that's that's going to be obviously what it is. And the good thing about my birthday this year is this could not have worked out better. Like, I think I was born on exactly the right date, because my birthday's on the 1st of December, and the 1st of December this year is a Saturday. Like, what a day to have a 21st birthday, like, because there's a lot of people who have them, like, on a Tuesday, and then, like, wait till the weekend to celebrate.
Mine was on a Saturday.
But my 21st is actually on a Saturday, which is, you don't get much better than that though, do you? Like, it's like the annual, like, going out night, isn't it? Like, a lot of people go out on a Saturday night. So, like, to have your birthday on a Saturday night is just, well, even a Friday night wouldn't have been that so bad, but a Saturday night is just absolutely fantastic because, you know, Saturdays, quite a few people still work on a Saturday. Sunday, you know, you've got the Sunday to just, you know, you don't have to get up in any particular time. If you're hungover, you can just lay in bed, and you can just look back on a memorable night, I guess, which is gonna be good. But yeah, I mean, like, you know, I sort of said, like, will I be inviting stepsisters and things like that, and, you know, and I'm just thinking to myself, like, it's my 21st. Like, I know, like, family-wise, like, I think if I was gonna have, like, family-wise, I think I'd rather do something, like, I guess you'd say, like, during the day with family. So, like, I don't know, like, have a little, like, just, you know, people are welcome to come round, like, on, like, during the day, like, have sort of, like, a day at home, just, like, I guess, like, chilling out, having, like, different guests and things coming round, like, well, different family members, you know, like, have, like, the aunties and uncles and things come round, and have, like, the stepsisters, and then, when it comes to night time, just, you know, obviously, like, get ready, whatever time it's gonna be, and go and, like, have, like, a booze up with your mates, because I'm not being funny, but, you know, like, at 21, like, having a party with, like, your family and stuff there, it just makes it seem a bit, I don't really know exactly what you would call it, but, you know, like, there's a lot of people who are going to be, like, heavily drinking, you know, getting quite drunk, boogie and raving. There's going to be a lot of videos and pictures going about, and, you know, a lot of things are going to be going on, like, different social medias, so I just want to, like, you know, stuff like that. But, you know, we're definitely going to be, hopefully, you know, doing something, which I'm going to be looking forward to, spending it. I've got about 50 or so people I can invite. There's a lot of people who I knew from school and stuff, who I'm going to invite, most definitely. There's definitely people who I'm not going to invite, though. Definitely people who I'm not going to invite. I can think of a few people, like, from the pub list who I probably won't invite, just because they're a bit of dicks, to be honest with you, but there is quite a few people, like, who I will invite. Yeah, I can definitely think of a fair few, who would probably be interested, in coming down for the do, that I can think of so far. Well, I can definitely think of 10 in my head right now. Can think of 10, including lads and lasses, who would be up for going.
Oh.
Well, yeah, you know, I'll be soon 21 anyway, but I kind of don't want to be, because then we're back to winter. Like, I'm enjoying this, like, summer weather at the moment, but we're here, aren't we? Cracking on to the break of dawn. But yeah, I hope, like, by the time I'm 21 that, you know, like, family members have cheered up a bit. You know, we're sort of halfway through going, like, through some family crisis at the moment, and, you know, some of my family members aren't good company at the moment. you know, a little bit down and things on the mind, and you know that worries me as well, because I don't like them being down and having things on the mind, and you know, and I feel kind of like I'm excited for things coming up, and then they're sort of like, you know, down about things, and it just makes me think like, you know, like, should I be excited about things, you know, when they're like down about things? Do you know what I mean? You know, like, here's me like getting excited about stuff, and then they're like worrying about like where cash and things is gonna come from, you know. It sort of, you know, makes me think that way, but you just gotta hold your head up high the way I see it. The more you think about it, the more it's on your mind. It isn't gonna solve like the issue. You know, thinking about it, tonguing it over like while you're laid in bed, it isn't gonna like fix it. You're not gonna suddenly wake up the next morning and everything's gonna be, you know, perfect just because you've thought about it overnight. You know, at the end of the day, you know, it's life. Things happen. We've just got to deal with it. Take it as we take it. And that is the way that I see things. That is the way that I see things. 110%. You see my gist? But, you know, as far as me goes, I have got things to look forward to, especially with Blackpool. 100%. Blackpool's gonna be absolutely insane. Really, honestly. Like, can't wait for Blackpool. It's gonna be so sick. We've got so much like good artists going there. They've started building the stage, guys. Well, not the stage, but they've started like building like the perimeter of like where the festival's gonna be. You know, like the barriers, the windbreak barriers. They're starting to go up. They've been working on them today and yesterday. Next Tuesday they start actually working on like the rest of the stuff, and like over the weekend I think it's gonna be absolutely mental. And it's my first ever festival as well, guys. And the thing is, there's gonna be like so much like, because there's so much like stuff that I want to see. So much stuff that like I want to do. And someone on the main stage, I've forgotten who it was. I don't know if it was there was someone, I've forgotten like who. Someone on the Saturday though was doing a big classic house set on the main stage. Like, whoa, that's gonna be sick. I am gonna be at the main stage a fair bit, but there is like certain artists like who I want to see, like on the Saturday, who are gonna be in other tents. I wouldn't mind catching, I think it's Alternate's 30 years classic acid house set. I want to see Pawn Kings, Ultra Beat, and Darren Styles and Andy Whitby in the hardcore tent. I wouldn't mind catching DJ Bonley if I could. If I don't get to catch him, if I don't get to see him, then I'm not going to be really like too bothered about it. I definitely want to see Abigail Bailey. I would not mind seeing Dave Pearce. Dave Pearce is definitely going to be good doing the trance on the Saturday. I think he's the main stage. But if it comes to like, say like Andy Whitby's on at the same time Dave Pearce is on the main stage, It's got to be Andy Whitby all the way. I do love my trance and stuff like that, but when it comes to Andy Whitby, I've got to see Andy Whitby, and that would go for Public Domain. That would also go for Alternate's Acid House set. It would also go for Pawn Kings and Abigail Bailey. But I don't specifically know exactly what DJs are playing at what time. So that's gonna be, I think Abigail Bailey will be on the main stage, if I'm completely truthful with you, but I couldn't tell you exactly who's gonna be doing what, but and I think also in the hardcore tent, I think there's gonna be some MCs on as well, which is gonna be good. Nice little MCs to get things going. It's going to be a good night, a good day, well, a good 2 days / 2 nights. More of a night / evening on Friday, but you get the point. Well, we're definitely going to get there. There we go. So I think we're gonna cut the stream short in a moment, as I'm gonna be going into whisper mode very soon. So what can you expect to see from me coming over the weekend, coming into next week? We've obviously clubbing year. Like I say, we've got Blackpool next week, but coming over the weekend, coming into next week is just going to be live streaming, maybe filming some more Kelton. Hopefully, if we can get people on next week, hopefully, doing some stuff really. I need to look into getting the internet sorted in the studio, which that's something that I need to do as soon as I can. Then I can start doing live streams and stuff in there a bit more, and I can start bringing my PlayStation down, and then I can sit out there after tea. I can have a few beers on a Friday night, and we can just stream and stuff. That's going to be quite fun to do, to be able to just stream in there and stuff like that, which I'll be probably taking it in there till about 9, half 9. Then I will probably have to bring the PlayStation back inside, and stuff like that. But some nights when it is warm weather, I am going to put a blow-up bed in there, and I am going to go ahead and sleep in there. I am going to sleep in there. I'm going to get some snacks and stuff. We're going to stream, we're going to play music, and we're going to we're going to have a bit of fun in there, hopefully. That's going to be quite good. Once we get the internet and the Wi-Fi sorted in there. Stuff like that. But, the studio is coming along. It's, looking sick by the day. I want to get a pair of vinyl turntables at some point. I'm going to try and get them as soon as I can. As I want to take up mixing records, for just something as a skill to be able to do. And I need to still put the TV on the wall. I need to still get some LED lighting, a bit more disco lighting, some more. I need to get a smoke machine. That's just in case for when I use, do gigs and stuff, but I'll still use it in the studio just, for the fun of using it, but it is mainly for gigging purposes. And I, like I say, still need to put some shelves up and decorate some more of the walls a bit. One side of the studio looks absolutely sick. There's a photo frame, then there's all the records on the wall, then you've kind of got the back wall and the other side wall. Oh, nice, golden. Then we've got the back wall and the other side wall, which they don't really have anything on it. And it kind of ruins the feel, when the sort of the left-hand side wall looks so detailed with loads of stuff on it. And I need to get some proper storage for my vinyl records and stuff like that. I'm just gonna hopefully try and start a CD collection. as well, which I'm gonna like. Eventually, I want the studio to be like full of records and CDs and like record label company like logos stuck around the shed. With like I say, like shelves full of different CDs. Then I want like the speakers and stuff in the middle with like a nice DJ booth. I want like LEDs, like, you know, like around as well, so it gives like a really good nighttime feel, and stuff like that. Obviously, I'm going on Britain's Got Talent as well, guys. Well, hopefully, I'm going to be auditioning for it. I guess I didn't know what I was doing when I signed up. It's been on my mind whether I wanted to sign up or not. I've been thinking about it for a while. I've sort of been just asking general questions, like, you know, just like to people around the house, like, do you think I could actually do well if I signed up? Do you think I'd have a chance? And, you know, and then I just like put stuff on my Facebook page, like, should I sign up type thing. A lot of people said I should, and I just decided to sign up. I don't know exactly yet what I'm gonna do in terms of Britain's Got Talent. I kind of like, because I'm a freestyle MC, so that's kind of like what I do. I kind of want to, like, I guess in a way, like, do a freestyle. But when it, in terms of like to freestyles, it's kind of like, you know, I think I'm just gonna go with a freestyle, to be honest. Like, the more I think about it, like, I think I'm just gonna like freestyle. Just like pick a track near the day, not exactly a hardcore track. I think I'm gonna go for like a nice sort of like I guess like bootleg slash like house remix, which will just be like, it'll get the crowd going, but it won't be too like sort of like hardcore in their faces. Dusty Hill Sunday, nice, you know, so something that has a nice beat just to get people moving, but it's not like too sort of like bass in your face type thing. It's not like Markina and hardcore, and it's kind of not like with a bit of like, you know, like going really fast. It's just kind of like, so you can kind of, I guess in a way, like understand the words, but then it's still kind of like a freestyle, if you get what I mean. And I think I've got a pretty good chance, especially like the fact with it being freestyle. Like, people will say like, you know, you rhymed all of that in time to the song, like off the top of your head. I think that's got a good chance to get the yeses, and stuff like that. So yeah, I think that should be quite good. So yeah, so I'm going to leave the live stream here. Make sure to leave a like if you did enjoy it. Yep, the Kelton map. Kelton is uploading, Golden, just in case you didn't know. It's uploading right now. I will tell you how long's left on the upload. There's 21 minutes left, so in 21 minutes it will have uploaded, but obviously YouTube will have to like process it, so call it about 23 to 24 minutes and you should get the notification. Of course, if you've clicked the subscribe button with the little bell icon, if you haven't clicked that, then you've got a screw loose and we are no longer friends. And yes, good, you're watching it tonight. I'm glad you are. And then you can, in a way, I guess, let me know what you think, and we'll just see exactly how it goes. It's similar to Park Drive in terms of like how it's filmed and how it works, but it's like a different place with different characters. It's basically another Park Drive, but like with different characters in a different town. So it's still like, you know, 5 scenes, an advert break, another 5 scenes. It's still like me putting voices on, people going in different skins, but you get the point. So yeah, like, subscribe, comment, and we shall see you in the next Streamy Weemy on the UbiTubi.